I just got back from the store. Ugh. I just got back from the store. It's pretty hot here in Texas. It's like it's getting hotter. You're listening to Rancid Vat, two Brodies and a Flare. I think this is It Ain't Me. So cheers, beer. So I'm gonna finally review another one of James Flynn's stories. Hey James, how's it going? I guess I was just getting too drunk and focusing on other stuff. I kind of slipped my mind, but I remembered and I read Indelible Stamp, and I'm gonna say I think this might be my favorite story so far. And I'm gonna say I think James's writing is definitely in the sci-fi camp, with a tinge of horror. But anyway, Indelible Stamp, yeah, I really liked it. I mean, it's not like Layman's The Hunt, but I guess just because it started out like total sci-fi. It's like an old man, which I really liked. How many stories do you read where there's an elderly person as the main character? His name was like Pinhead or Pinfeld or something. And he's in space in a spaceship, and he's old, and he's waiting. He's got like a hibernaculum cube, and he's gonna put himself and wait, in suspended animation till technology catches up, and they have a cure for death, and he can live forever. I like how James just kind of glosses over the technology. I don't really care. I wouldn't understand it anyway if he tried to give some far-flung theory or excuse or whatever about the spaceship, and he gives enough to it. That was fine. So Pinfeld, I think that was his name. Yeah, so he's an old man. And just like everybody, he wants to live forever. He's afraid to die. So he goes in his cube. He wakes up back on Earth, and like, I don't think it ever says like how far in the future, like from the time he went into hibernation to when he wakes up, or even when the year was when he went to sleep. I don't think. But he lands back on Earth, and he's an old man, so he's like he's shuffling around, and pretty soon it dawns on him that something's wrong with civilization. There's like nobody around, everything's overgrown, and like the pavement's cracked, and buildings are like a little dilapidated. So he's at an airport, and he's walking around, and I really, maybe just because I like this kind of story, and where it was going, I could really see it, and that's really important for me when I read a story. Robert E. Howard and H.P. Lovecraft were just tapped into something where I could see their stories like happening, and I could see this one. So good job, James. And then he sees like thinks they're chimpanzees, like humanoid creatures. So something's definitely wrong. And then they leave him alone. They don't just attack him and rip him to pieces like chimps do. He sees them like fighting over food and stuff, and they just kind of ignore him. Which normally I would think, well, why don't they attack him? And I thought maybe there was be an explanation for that, but there wasn't. But that didn't bother me. And then he realizes that these are like the devolution of humans, and they've like returned to like ape status, and then he dies. And I liked it. I thought this could have been expanded. This could be like a whole book, or a really long short story. So I'd give it like a 3 out of 5 Hands of Fate. Oh man, I ate too much. Now I'm drinking. Ugh. I would have liked to see just more of this world in this story. Indelible Stamp, yeah. And maybe that's my only complaint, is I would like more. Because when I was reading, I was like, how long is this? But then, when it got to the end, I was like, oh, I want more. So it's a good sign. So Indelible Stamp, I got 3 more stories. I started the next one. I can't remember, something like A Faithful Android or something. Also, I got, today's comic book day, but I got a magazine. I got Metal Kingdom from this guy here in San Antonio, my friend Omar, who does Dark United Media, and he's doing his own mag called Gut Slitter, and he said he's gonna let me have a feature in it. So see how that goes. But Dark United Media, I'll put the info in the description. Got some comics. I got Frankenstein New World, 4th issue. So finally I could read them all, get the whole story. Got the new Conan. Let's see, what should I show you? I got this. I'm gonna send this to and trade it to a friend who does a zine. This Long Cold Winter. Because I was getting him a comic to trade, and it's written by Francesca Perillo, or Perillo, with art by Stefano Cardacelli. Oh, it feels better. And it's like, it's set in the future where you gotta pay. It's like Air Raiders. You gotta pay for air. Art kind of reminds me of Simon Bisley. And I read it. It's pretty good. So, Long Cold Winter. It's good. Let's see. And I got this Death of the Silver Surfer. I only really got it because of the cover. It's done by Ron Lim. It's might be the best Silver Surfer artist for me. But Death of Silver Surfer, come on, man. You can't die. You can't kill the Surfer. Then I got Deadpool Wolverine #6. This is way better than the ongoing Wolverine series they have now. That's like garbage, man. And I still buy it. But the art in this one, Robert Gill, and the writer is Benjamin Percy. I read the first like 2 or 3, and they're good. The art's crazy. It just has like, I don't know, it just has it. So Marvel still does a couple of cool comics. Got Apocalypse, Strife. So that's what I got today. Oh, well, I'm gonna go finish this beer, man. But I've been watching The Righteous Gemstones. That's all I've really been watching, and trying to work on the zine. Trying to read. I'm reading this Coyote book, Coyote America. It's kind of boring, but it's starting to get good, because it's just talking about like all these doctors and scientists and professors. Like the study. It's not talking about coyotes, but now it's getting towards talking about coyotes. And I read like in the 1920s, national parks, I think, maybe it was just all of America, but they were killing like 35,000 coyotes a year, and some of them were saying probably like 100,000. We just don't, because they were poisoning them. They were with these poison bait traps, and they said they kill like 35,000 accounted for, but maybe really like 100,000 a year, and they weren't making a dent in the coyote population. They almost killed off the wolves. They said they were killing like one wolf a year because they were almost decimated, or they were decimated. But these coyotes are just like unbeatable. Like killed so many, and they just couldn't stop them. And now they're everywhere. So that's really cool. Because coyotes are like, the Native Americans and South American Native Americans. They all like worship the coyote. He's like the trickster god, and he pulled the trick, like being able to survive. And I was like, man. So now I'm getting really interested in it. It's really, after I read that, I was like, wait. And it even says like all the animal doctors and animal coyote scientists and coyote killers, they had no clue like why this was happening, why they couldn't kill these little junior wolves off. So again, I really like that. So let me know your coyote story, and we'll talk again later.